Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy III. In the last episode we beat the Djinn, saved Kazis, became the Warriors of Light, and now we are... Oh yeah, we also lost our airship, and now we are here outside of the city of Canaan with Cid, who is basically about to just leave the party. We didn't really need him all that much. Yeah, we gotta go get the, a new ship. So we have to basically make our way to go find good old King Argus. But that's a journey and a half. So, we're gonna do a little bit of treasure hunting around the city of Canaan first. Now, there's this house right here that is attached. If we actually talk to the girl real quick, we'll actually get a idea of what we need to do and find a man named Desch. And that's our next location, is the mountain that's literally right to the east. There's nowhere else we can go. But there is a secret door here. Find a gold needle. And there should be a mallet in here too. There it is. And a mallet. Gold needles, for those of you that are Final Fantasy fans, are used to cure petrification. Also, you know, I guess one of my most favorite enemies of all time, the cockatrice. Nothing else. There's a massive treasure trove here in town. We're actually we need to go grab the item that will help us get to that. We will do our shopping here after we get some more money. We're gonna go get that treasure trove first before we even do any form of shopping. So if you come up all the way up to the northern part of town and walk through the water, under the bridge, with a series of bridges, and there's a small island with a chest here. This opens up to an elixir. We're going to hold on to that because we're going to use it here very quickly, because it's going to help us get into a treasure trove where there are a lot of good things. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot of different things here in town. But if we come all the way up here to the northwestern part of town, sorry, I was about to say northeast, this is Cid's house. And he mentions if you get your hands on a bottle of elixir, it could help her. Well, we just happened to get an elixir. And now Mrs. Cid is okay. And yeah, he'll basically let us into a treasure trove that is beneath his house. Which is, funny enough, right in front of his bed. A weird place to put a treasure trove, if you ask me. But, you know, I'm not one to judge. So, we get the blind spell. Another spell that we don't really need. A phoenix down. A gold needle. Some iron arrows. A great bow, which will be a great improvement for... Oh, no, Ark doesn't have that. A thing of gnomish bread. Or two things of gnomish bread and a potion. Now, because I can't even give it to Refia. I'm not going to concern myself with the spells that I don't need. I'll just end up selling them. But if you come up here, there's another small secret offshoot area with 4 more chests. 2 of them have 2,000 gil. And the other ones have phoenix downs. Now, gnomish bread can be used to get a detailed version of the map. You can only use that on the overworld. Not like you really need to use it much. I mean, you can look at a map at any point, sure. But other than that. But coming down here for that 4,000 gil is the main part because there are a few upgrades I think we can get here. I don't think there's anything too terribly big. I think it's the same stuff in Kazas. But the armor shop is right down here. Like I said, I don't think there's any huge upgrades we can get. I think it's all, yep, same stuff. So the magic store is over here. I don't think there's a weapons. No, there's a weapons store somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's right. We should probably get... No. But we do want to grab the Thunder Spell. We're going to want 2 copies of that. Poison you don't really need, and like I said, you don't need Blind. Blind is a spell that you can go without because it's essentially useless. Because inflicting a target with Blind is cool, but your odds of getting that are slim. So, now if we look at everybody's magic... Arc only has black magic, whereas Ingus has that. There's not a lot of white magic spells we're going to get right off the bat. Only because it's not overly, impressive. But, I mean, we could buy a great bow here, but we found one. And we also got some iron arrows, too. In fact, let's actually give Arc... Iron arrows do more. Let's go ahead and give Arc the great bow and the iron arrows. Because it's just going to help us a lot more. And with 2 of our members back row and 2 of our members front row, it'll be an improvement. Sorry, I'm also... Oh, right. We need to actually go back in there because we need to stop at the item shop because there are a couple items we need to pick up while we're here. All item shops will be located in the inn, mostly. We're going to grab a nice little supply of gold needles because we will need them. And a couple things that echo herbs wouldn't hurt either because they just remove silence. Other than that, we're basically set. So we move forward. Oop. Don't want to go right onto the mountain already. Might actually get a chance to save real quick. There's not a whole lot that comes up on this next map. Because there's only 3 items, which... helpful. Get a save in real quick. Probably should rest at the inn. Yeah, actually, let's go rest at the inn real fast. Because this area can get a little tedious if you're not careful. And it's only 40 gil to stay, and we've got plenty. So... HP and MP restored. Yeah, okay, so the only one that doesn't have a level 2 spell point right now is Refia, and that's okay because she'll get one eventually. She'll get one by the time we start going through here. Which there is actually a nice little thing here for Refia, which is very helpful. Oh, new enemy. Nope. What are they? Fireflies. Yeah, that's a firefly, by the way. And Refia is just going to come up and start punching. Critical 1 damage. She can't use rods, she can use staves. Which is the only kind of downside to being a white mage, is that your equipment sucks. But with what we're about to get her, that should change. Ooh, we got Rux, I believe. Yep. So Refia isn't going to do really much for damage, so we could probably just have her guarding the entire time. I'm not gonna lie, if she would have killed something, I would have actually been impressed. Oh, uh-oh. Sorry, Raphia. I wish I had you guard. That's on me. That happens. Grab a couple potions on her. Definitely get a potion of arc. Yeah. And since we use the Phoenix down, thankfully, if we go down this path right here, we're going to get another one back. Now, we want to take the right path first, because if we take the left path and we follow that, it's going to take us straight to the... Nope, I didn't want to auto battle. Whoops. Yeah, might as well just get through this portion. At least you survived that, Raphia. I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. Now, this chest should be the arrow spell, which we're going to immediately teach Raphia because that's her main offensive spell. As a white mage, that is basically her only offense. I think that's a level 1. No, that's a level 2. So she can't use it. She can't even use it yet. So if we have Raphia guarding, she won't die nearly as fast. Just go ahead and pop a cure on everybody just to kind of keep that full health range. Start stabbing with knives, Luneth. Just start stabbing with knives. Right. One more chest over here, a gold needle. Let's see what I could steal from the Firefly. Gonna attempt getting cure off again. There we go. Obviously, cure isn't gonna give us a whole lot of health. But it's, you know, better than what we are kind of getting. Have regard. So I want to see if I can try to steal something. Because I believe the Rucks, we can actually steal Phoenix Downs off of them. Which is probably our best way to get Phoenix Downs right now. You know, the fact that you can't buy any at the current moment. Actually, I don't think she has. Yeah, so we're gonna just walk up here. That's the end of the Dragon's Peak. Where's the dragon? Yeah. But if we come all the way up over here, We talked to our good friend, Desch. So yeah, there's Bahamut. And so what Ingus was saying is very true. Run. Because that'll happen. And he just dropped Luneth like a sack of potatoes. So yeah, that's the thing about Desch, is that Desch is actually an extremely powerful ally to have. Like, this man is good. And Desch just jumps off. Sorry, I'm also looking into this. Now, the mini spell is one that we're going to be using a lot. And everybody, aside from Ark, is going to know mini. Like, Ark and sorry, not Ark and Ingus. Refia and Ingus are the only two that are going to know mini. Because mini is a level 2 spell. This also being said, if you are ever using mini, put everybody in the back row, because you lose all physical capability when you go into it. Not to mention this gentleman right here tells us about the village of Tozus, which is actually where we're heading next. And he gives us another mini spell. Now, if you need to do any form of healing, which I believe... So say, yeah. Nothing else we really need at this moment. So we're going to actually start heading down this way. And this is where we need to hit ourselves with mini. Which Ingus can use it too, which is great. Now, why I had everybody put everybody in the back row is because you have 0 physical capability when you are mini, but magic does not change. I don't know why I'm going to try to have Luna steal, but we're just going to see what happens. Oh yeah, here's the reason why Desch is such a powerful ally. Because he can do 2 things. Either hit physically, or just blast things with Thundara. I love this man. And he's around with us for quite a while. There it is. The village of Tozus. Now there are a few things we can actually do here in Tozus. You can actually get some magic and also some good stuff. And also, another thing is magic. Because the only item they actually sell here is the gnomish bread. We don't need the gnomish bread. But there is magic here. Now, there is arrow. We're going to need that. So let's see. They both know that. They both know that. like I said, sleep is essentially useless. Thunder, you can get poison if you want to. You don't need to, but if you want to. Blind, don't need it, but Arrow, we are going to snag another copy of Arrow because Ingus needs that, because it is by this point an extremely powerful white magic spell. Oh, not the dagger, I want Arrow. Give that to Ingus. Now, Arc can still equip a few spells, which is fine. Ingus is out of slots, at least for the moment, because we don't have any level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 spells. And Refia is still sitting pretty well with her spells, so... Because we already have Cure, we already have Arrow. Oop. Now if we enter this house up here, which is actually where we need to end up going anyway. Go ahead and zoom in, and there are 4 sparkles around this house. There's a pair of mithril bracers, which we don't need. A fire staff. Now, a fire staff, I believe we can actually give that to Refia? Yes. We can actually use that instead of her using attack. We can have her use the staff to cast fire. That's going to help her immensely. Not to mention also the Fira spell. Fira. I've never been good at pronouncing a lot of these spells. Give that to Arc. I'm straight giving that to Arc now. And down here is the Cura spell. Give that to Refia, because she's gonna need it. But see, that's the thing, is that it's a level 3 spell. It is... it's not bad, but... we're gonna want to talk to Dr. Shelko here, and give him an antidote. Look at that. We did it. Sorry, I know, I'm being very quiet. I'm also, like, basically trying to pull up any maps that I'm going to end up needing. So, if we actually... because that's all we really need here. If we want to stock up on some items while we're here, go for it. But we got a couple more Phoenix Downs, which is going to be very helpful. And the Tozos Tunnel is... this is exceedingly linear. The only reason this basically exists is... just for bestiary entries. For the Dark Face and another monster. So if we do... because we're going to want to fight. We're going to want to start fighting because we're going to need magic. Especially for what's coming up, we're going to need magic. So see, if she uses the Fire Staff, it's going to basically use... it's going to cast that as if she actually just used fire. But putting everybody in the back row reduces damage. That's one down. Let's see if I can steal from it. I don't know if there's anything I can steal. Oh, I got a potion off him. Ha. That's gonna hurt. Okay, not nearly as bad. Just tab it. They're not terribly powerful. And plus, trying to get some more job levels and everything, especially for our magic users, is going to be very helpful. Which reminds me, I need to cure, which I'm going to start using Refia's spells a little bit. Because she will have so many. Ow. Oh yeah, and then our other little bestiary entry. The Leprechaun. Yes, that is a leprechaun. I don't make the rules. Alright, that's all I'm saying. I got a potion off him. Now I could switch Luneth to a magic class too. I'm just not going to. Because having 3 magic users is plenty. And not to mention there are times where Desch will just step in. Which is very helpful because all he does is literally just cast Thundara or he'll just start swinging. Yeah, of course I failed to steal something. That's okay. I'm not trying to steal things, I'm just going with it. Get him. Get him. Kill him. Get him. There he's gone. And he's done. Raphia's job increased, which is good because we're going to need her to have some levels. Which I might, when I end this episode, go off and do some grinding off screen just because I'm going to need it. Now, welcome to Vikings Cove. Now, Vikings Cove, there are some treasures here. I don't think there's any... Yeah, at least in that initial little bit right there. But there are some treasures here that are very helpful. Such as the Spark Dagger, which is going to be a major upgrade for Luneth. Now, obviously, it's not going to do anything for us now because we're in minimized, but it will when we get there. So if you go through the door, you will actually find somebody selling some stuff. We can actually pick up some Maiden's Kisses. 5 of them should be enough. There's even an inn here for 40 gil. Or another magic person. Sells the exact same things, except for they sell mini now, instead of arrow. Again, we're just going to hold off on that. But we are actually going to stay at the inn real quick to get those magic spots back. But there are a couple things here that we do actually need. Which I don't believe, yeah, I was to say, I don't think we can find them until we hit up over here. Now, if we go this way, I believe... Yep. Secret path leads us. Am I able to go down there? Yeah. The Viking Axe and 3,000 gil. And also, I believe a wellspring that revives KO'd allies. Helpful, because I'm probably going to need that to save Phoenix Downs, because Phoenix Downs are very difficult to come across, as I've said many times. But if you come through the middle, right about there, there's to find 3 chests. One containing a Pharaoh spell, one containing Thundara, and the other containing Blizzara. Give them immediately, because you are going to need them. I'm trying to remember who already has... This already is Arc, right? Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and give... Because Arc is going to be our Black Mage, essentially. It's funny because we can actually go into this. Learn. Give him Bizarra. And give him Thundara. And we're going to give Ingus Fira. That is all we really need to find here. But if we come down and talk to our Viking friend in blue here, somehow we're not mini anymore. He basically tells us that we'll basically get his ship, the Enterprise, if we basically fix the issue they're currently being plagued with. Which is, we can actually hop on the ship and try to leave. The problem is, there's a big-ass dragon trying to, that's blocking the way out. We have to fix that. Hey, look, it's a bugbear. Bugbear and a killer bee. We're just going to have Luneth continuously steal shit. Just auto battle. Go Desch! That's why we got Desch. This is why I love having Desch in the party. And doing grinding with Desch is actually going to be a lot easier. But we need to come to this temple here, which is the Nepto Temple, which is actually our next dungeon. Which I need to pull up the map to that because I'm trying to remember how to actually get through there. Yeah, okay. So there are actually some things in here that are very helpful. It's mostly just weapons, but the boss here can be challenging. That's why we need magic users. But I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I'm going to try to get everybody leveled up. And I might just take Mini off and then get the leveling done and then come back to it. But next time, in the next episode, you'll see them at a bit of a higher level. I'll try to get them maybe up to maybe 12, 13. Just give them at least enough, you know, experience to get up a few more levels. And we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy III. I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, this is Eric signing off, and I'll see you guys later.